Hi everyone, welcome back for the new year. Welcome to the new year for those of you who are just returning to work after hopefully a long break. Jack Kirne, Dr. Jack Kirne, who is our branch organizer, and I, Piper Rod, who's the branch president of the NTEU at Deakin, are here today to talk to you about our progress in bargaining. We've just had a day of bargaining, the first time for this year. Today we covered some ground in our discussions. Most explicitly on the agenda was academic workloads, and we are asking for a couple of very explicit things which have come from member feedback. Notably, we are asking for an overall reduction in our working hours. So that would see our workload allocation model hours across the year reduced significantly. We are also seeking meaningful input as academics, as workers across the university, into our own workloads. The terms on which tasks are allocated, the hours, all of the work that we have to do is decided, and genuine sort of consultation and transparency in that process for the life of the agreement. And so we put that on the table today and sought agreement by next week on that. So we've now given the university a deadline to provide definite yes or no feedback on the clauses that we have so far sought in our log of claims. Jack, we also spoke to casual issues. Did you want to talk a little bit about the things that we are seeking in that regard?
Yeah, sure. So, like many other universities across the country, we're seeking to look towards a meaningful decasualization of the academic workforce. Obviously, as everyone will be aware, casualization presents many issues for the university and the staff who work at them. So we've put forward a couple of key provisions seeking to convert Deakin casual staff into ongoing, secure academic roles. And we see this as being something that will be cumulative over the life of the agreement. While we haven't tabled the complete clause, we've laid out our principles and we're seeking for Deakin's input on what they see them being also by next week. And we're hoping this will produce a situation where casual work is not something that has people working, for a university for 10 years, teaching the same units over and over again, and yet still remaining casual as such. What else did we talk about today?
We also talked about what we term the intensification of work across the university for professional staff. Not only professional staff, of course, this affects all university workers, which has become especially acute and brought to our attention consistently from members across the university on the back of the last 3 tumultuous years of disimagination and significant upheaval. So we sought to further codify the not only the hours of work and the length of time that it is taking people increasingly to undertake the work that is required of them, but part of the issue that we are hearing and we're seeking clarification on and improvement on in conditions is regarding the clarity of roles for all workers across the university, which is most kind of affecting our professional staff colleagues.
And I guess the last point would be that we talked about academic freedom and our desire to kind of enshrine a lot of those rights which aren't stated in our agreement. And in fact, there are some aspects of our agreement that work explicitly against academic freedom. So trying to build that in so people can pursue academic careers and forms of research that aren't limited by directions of, say, higher ups.
Hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, so we've got a lot on the table now, and we're seeking some clear answers from the university.
We have a meeting scheduled for next Monday, and we have asked that a few of the issues that we have to date discussed and tabled in our log of claims to management are explicitly responded to by the close of business next Monday, the 13th of February. And we look forward to updating you further then.